I'm Molly here with Rose City RV of Michigan, and today we're going to take a look at the 2025 Avenger 28QBSLE. I know, that's a lot of letters. Is this the correct model for you, you may ask? Here are 5 key specifications to help you decide. This model can sleep up to 10 people, has a weight of 6,419 pounds, has an overall length of 34 feet 9 inches, and a height of 10 feet 8 inches, and features 1 slide out. So let's take a look inside. Okay, so starting in the kitchen area, we'll start right here with the Furrion 12-volt refrigerator. This is going to be a double door, almost 11 cube. I think they're 10.7 on these. And then nice big freezer drawer there with the slider. Moving over here, we have our cooktop here, 3-burner cooktop, and our oven here, along with the oven light and the night light on the switch indicators. Just a reminder now, these will not emit gas unless the thermocouple senses the flame. So they've added that. You're not going to accidentally bump this, and it's not going to fill your trailer full of propane anymore. Love that feature. Also love that the light is illuminated so you can tell if you accidentally bump that and you didn't mean to. Thing with the glass top here, it extends your countertop, gives you that extra bit of space here, and also just looks better and gives you that glass backsplash screen. Let's say you're frying bacon, it kind of stops that from getting all over your wallpaper. So that's kind of nice too. Just remember, only travel with it in the down position, that will break. And also, when the burner is hot, wait to put the glass down until it's cooled down. Above that, we have a light and a fan on our range hood here. And then we have just a basic standard microwave, not much you need to know there. Dual cupboards here that open up above the sink area here, along with some countertop and a big farmhouse style sink. Underneath of that, we've got some nice large drawers here. I do apologize, this one hasn't been checked in, so there's still some residue left from the factory. But these Avengers do come in pretty clean, so that's definitely a plus. So that's kind of our kitchen area here. Across from that, we have our booth dinette with the pedestal style table. You'll see this pretty much in the budget-friendly market. Not really much I need to tell you there. That's pretty generic. I like this light, little geometric style. Just kind of looks cool and adds to the look. Our windows here, we have the pleated blind shades. They've used these forever. They work just fine. Only thing with them is these strings eventually wear out, but it takes a while for that to happen. Now over here we have our jackknife sofa, or what we would call a jackknife sofa. By just lifting this up and laying it flat, you can turn this into a bed. Maybe 1 adult, 2 kids if need be. No storage underneath of this sofa. So that's the only downside. You're going to lose things like that on the budget-friendly RVs, but not really the end of the world there. Big TV area. I like how they've done this. TV backer there. I really wish they'd move that TV backer to the center of this location. I think it would just look better. So when you're installing that TV, make sure you're hitting that backer. Underneath of here, you're going to have your cable hookups and your antenna booster there, along with a 12-volt and a 110 plug. Underneath of here, we've got some nice storage on each side here. And then above that, we have a Bluetooth speaker on a docking station. There's probably one of those docking stations outside as well. You can move that speaker around wherever you want. That's a better option, in my opinion, than the old school radio. Now, the bedroom area here, not much to show you here. I like that they're keeping these open. It just gives you more of a open feel. You can throw some bins up there, makes the space more user-friendly. I like that versus the cupboard doors, but that could probably be argued. Then we've got some hang storage on each side of the bed here, TV backer here, along with our 110 outlet and our cable hookup or satellite hookup, whatever you need, or if the park has cable, or if you provide your own satellite. So underneath of here, we're gonna have some storage that goes underneath of the bed and has pass-through storage on the outside, which will show you that. On each side of the bed here, we've got 110 outlets for CPAPs or phone charging, device charging, whatever you might need. So that's the bedroom. Now moving back here, We've got our bathroom. I've mentioned it in a few of the other ones. They do not have tubs in these. I prefer that. Most people do not use the tub. The tub was kind of a waste and just made the bathroom harder to use. So smaller bathroom in these bunk models, but totally functional and really all you need. Inside the bathroom, we also have our monitor panel located here with our water pump switch, so that's how you're going to use that. Above that is our water heater control panel. This has a on-demand water heater, so if you want to control that temperature, that's how you can do that. And then next to the toilet here is our light switch. A lot of these budget-friendly RVs are going to skip out on the light switches and only have the push-button light on the ceiling. So I like that they put a light switch there. Then we have our thermostat located right here, centrally located in the unit and next to the bathroom. This is going to do the air conditioning and the furnace. Just as a reminder, you need a full 30 amp service to run your air conditioner, and you need propane to run your furnace. Now, back in the bunk area, this is going to be what we would call a quad bunk. So you got 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, both twins. It'll sleep 4 people back here. That's why we call it a quad. They've been building this floor plan for a long time. I think it does pretty well. You have a couple kids, they bring their friends, and it suits all of them. Everybody gets their own bed and no fighting about that. So a little storage here for the kiddos. Space up here to put a TV if you're interested with the 110 and the cable satellite hookup there as well. So that's gonna do it for the inside. Not a whole lot of features in here. Like I said, these are budget friendly, but at the end of the day, they do exactly what you need, which is sleep you and your kids for those nice fun adventures, along with some storage here next to the bunk. If you do have 3 or 4 kids there and you run out of room, you can use that, or you can use that for the pantry. So let's go take a look outside. Okay, so starting up here at the front of the coach, we have our pass-through storage. As I showed you, this goes underneath the bed. This passes through all the way to the other side. Now, this has manual stabilizers on it. They do offer power stabilizers. We get them on some. On these LE models, I believe you can't get those. Don't quote me on that. These are standard, which is fine. They're trying to make this more budget friendly for that young family. And I like that idea. You don't always need power jacks. Just want to save on that. The door catch here for the entry door with a stopper. We also have, if you notice, these are not going to be the solid step. Again, this LE model is going to be definitely budget friendly. That's another thing you lose out on, the solid steps. There's absolutely nothing wrong with these. They've been building these forever. The only thing is I don't love how they bounce the trailer. If you are interested in one of these and you got to have the solid step, you can always add it. So we can do that. Next to this, we also have our bottle opener here, just kind of nice addition, and our on-demand water heater. Make sure we're not putting anything in front of this when we're running this. This is hot exhaust, and you don't want to catch anything on fire there, as well as the furnace exhaust is right next to that. I'll be 100% honest with you, I don't love this on the door side because this is where you see issues with people putting a table and not remembering firing up that furnace and then causing some trouble. So make sure you pay attention to that. And then above that, 110 outlet, GFI protected on the inside. We have steel wheels on this model with no fender skirt, which again, there's nothing wrong with that in my opinion. Sometimes you just need to have that budget-friendly model that you can just get out and go camping in without breaking the bank. We also have low point drains located right up underneath it here. Now looking up and back at the coach here, you can see the awning runs the length of the coach almost. We're missing about 6 feet here, but you really don't want anything longer than 21-foot awnings as they begin to get too long and sag in the middle. So full-size awning on this, LED light on the awning as well. And then moving to the back, we have our dog tie-up or whatever you want to put there. You can tie that down. And then manual stabilizers there as well on the back. Rear of the coach here, we've got our Lippert on the go ladder access system located right there. Super easy, you can just clip that ladder right to the side of the coach. And then we have our spare tire. Again, I'd mentioned this in a few other ones. I don't care how budget friendly your RV is, make sure you get a spare tire. Spare tires are not something I would ever suggest going without. Now moving around on the off-door side here, we have our cable hookup. So that's gonna be there. I apologize, it's drippy. We just washed it. So moving along here, we have our sewer outlet connection on this side. And that's gonna be our black and gray hookup. You're only gonna have one gray tank on this, one black tank for that toilet, and then the gray being for the showers and the sinks there. Okay, so off door side front is where we are right now. This is where our city water connection and our freshwater connection are. If the campground has a water connection, you can hook up straight from there and it will use the water pressure from them. One thing I haven't mentioned in a while is the water pressure regulators. As spring is approaching here, you want to make sure that you're using a water pressure regulator if you are camping early in the season when there's not a lot of people in the park. Those RV park pressure systems are set up to have a full park. So if there's only you and a couple other people in there, you can overdo it on the pressure. So you want to make sure you have that if you're camping when there's not a lot of people in the park. If not, not usually an issue. Above this is our freshwater connection. That's going to be for the onboard tank. If you're camping at an RV place where they do not have water on the site, you can fill up your tank right there. Underneath of that is our freshwater drain right there. And then if you're wondering what that is, that's our freshwater overfill. So if you overfill that tank, it'll come out of there for you. And then this is the opposite side of our pass-through storage, located right here. And then up on the front here, we have our battery disconnect switch located right here. Make sure you're using that, it'll save your battery. Most places when you buy an RV are gonna give you a lead acid battery. If you take that lead acid battery down past 50%, you are damaging the life of that battery. It really hurts it. And if you do that a handful of times, you'll ruin the battery. So that battery disconnect will allow you to keep your battery fully charged from going dead. Hit that switch when you're not using it and you'll be good to go. In here we have two 20-pounders with our auto changeover regulator. So you can leave these both on. It'll run one tank empty and automatically switch to the other. Then we have our power tongue jack located right here. We've got a light on here so you don't run your shin into it in the middle of the night. And then we've got the extend and retract, obviously. With the manual override on top, you just pop that plug out and you can manually override that up or down in the case that you need to. And then we have our chain hookup and our 7-way bracket. This kind of just keeps everything out of the mud. I like this. Stops you from getting corrosion inside that 7-way. So functional and looks better. So that's gonna do it for the Avenger. Please let us know if we missed anything.